I'm Max Shoutwriter, and today we'll be talking about getting a free, how to get talk about Star Trek Online and how to get a free T6 starship. T6 at the moment in time is the best level of starship you can get. So let us define free. Well, it means no dollar cost. Well, that really does mean, well, dollar in this case is just referring to a US dollar, but you could put it to British pound, Japanese yen, rand, or even pesetos. The thing is, no cash in your pocket goes into this. It does not mean it's going to be quick or easy. Most of the things shown are guaranteed means to get a T6 ship, even if it takes a few weeks or months. Not all the options shown here are recommended for new players due to the amount of grinding needed. So let's see with another question. Where do you get the T6 ships from? The most common place is the C Store or the Zen Store. They both are the same thing. They have different names. They're in the top corner of the screen. You could always purchase these ships for Zen, but I know what you're thinking. Zen's actually in World Cash, so that's not really useful. But you can always get hold of a T6 ship token, which I'll cover in detail in a little while. You could always complete an event to get hold of one of these ships. These are usually event exclusive ships, so you can get hold of a very good ship for that. And of course, you can always win and claim a draw giveaway prize, which is to get a T6 ship. And moving on to opening lockboxes. The lockboxes, and then there's also various prize packs which are offered in game. These are somewhat expensive as well. And there's the lobby store on Rosanna. You can actually access the lobby store anywhere, but it's on the Rosanna if you want to visit it without needing to have a lobby to yourself. Then there's the Fleet Store, and that's a bit of a weird thing, but and finally you could always look at the exchange. So let's continue on. So info on Zen ships. These are reclaimable on multiple characters per account, and you can actually claim reclaim the same ship on the same character once you got rid of it. Many of these ships have faction restrictions. You can't take a Galaxy class ship out with a Klingon character, and you can't have a Federation captain flying a Klingon bird of prey. All Sea Star ships come with a universal console and a trait, which is often only found on that ship. There are exceptions to this, but it's easier to say it's exclusive to one ship, one ship, and that to that particular one ship. But the big question is, doesn't Zen cost money? Yes, it does. Zen costs real money to somebody. 100 Zen is roughly to $1 US, but players can exchange Zen for refined dilithium. A player can only refine 8,000 dilithium per character per day. That's 8,000 is actually a is is without any bonuses you can find within the game. So then there is a Zil and Zen exchange. Zil Delithium to Zen exchange and vice versa. The Delithium Zen exchange has some rules. You cannot put there's a low limit of 25 dilithium per 1 Zen, and there's an upper limit of 500 dilithium per 1 Zen, and you cannot purchase or sell more than 500 Zen per order. You can put multiple orders up at the same time. However, you do need to have the dilithium or the Zen on your account before you start bidding. If you're using one character, you can earn at most using one character with the refined limit of 8,000 a day, 8,000 dilithium per day. You could earn 32,000 Zen. No, 320 Zen per day at 25 dilithium per Zen, and at least 16 Zen per day at 500 dilithium per 500 dilithium per 1 Zen. However, I should point out that this is only one character. Multiple characters on the same account can contribute to this thing, and and you can double or even triple your daily limit. And so the big question is, how long will it take? So we'll need to make something clear. We're going to cover the T6 starships that cost in the listed price of 3,000 Zen each, and of course 3 ship bundles that cost equivalent to 2 ships, which is 6,000 Zen each. For not each ship, for each ship 3 ship bundle. Any 9 ship bundle, mega bundle, which usually contains a 3 Klingon, 3 Romulan and 3 Federation ships, costs 12,000 Zen per bundle. There are other packs that contain T6 ships that vary in price as well. And there are also additional T6. There are stuff in the Muds market which will cost equivalent of a mega bundle in some cases. Well, let's see how long it takes for us to earn that 3,000 Zen. It takes at 25 at the fastest way possible at 25 dilithium per Zen is 9.375 days, so just under 10 days to earn it. At the top end, you will take 187.5 days to get 3,000 Zen. That's roughly works out about just over 6 months. Not exactly something you need. Now, the 375 dilithium per Zen is when I originally wrote this card was the approximate was the rough rate of the dilithium per Zen ratio at the time. It worked out about 141 days, about 4 months, 2 weeks, and 4 days, and that's all working on the assumption that you're doing it 8,000 dilithium per day on one character. Of course, multiple characters will cut all those numbers in half or more. So let's move on to the T6 token. This will let you purchase one single Zen Store ship of T6 of your choice. Not all ships in the Zen store will be able to be purchased with a token. To win one, you'll need to take part in a series of 7-month-long events. And I should point out that these that the currently there is none that I'm aware of will be able to do. So that's going to be it for. But there are other means to get hold of a T6 token, and I haven't been able to find much info on it. But there are also sometimes you can buy a T6 token to share with your friends. But that's really it for here. Moving on to event ships, and as you can see, I brought showing the recent Rising ship to show off. These are free to earn during a month-long length, usually a month-long event. You must do a task almost once a day during the event. Once you've earned the ship, you can reclaim the said ship on all characters on the account. So I could basically bring my Rising Science ship anytime I want. So that's pretty nice because I earned it. So event ships. Well, currently there are three regular events. There's one in January, February, which is known as the anniversary event. July, which was delayed a bit this year to earlier, started in early August, and December for the Christmas event. The Zen store purchases with Zen can be used to make up the difference, and in some cases you can use it to get the ship early. And that's how come some of the people ship reviews will get them like literally the day of when the event started. The old event ships will end up once the event's over, they're almost always never available afterwards. At least as the event. The old event ships are available by other means, and well, believe it or not, this image comes from a promotion that lets you to earn the Rising Corvette as a C-star ship. But that was purely because it was a limited time event, and it was a really expensive one if you didn't have it already. But let's say you could try something else. Well, you could always look at giveaways, draws, or find gift prizes. Most of these are held on third-party sites, and I've just picked up one of the most recent ones. It's released by Gaming. Yes, I know it's you may not approve of the thing, but this is these are limited number. The example I'm showing has basically 50 of each bundle. There are 2 bundles in that lot, so about not all giveaways will contain T6 ships, and some of the grand prizes are actually shuttles or just tier 1 ships. And of course, you'll be relying on luck and timing depending on how they've set it up. Sometimes they will go within a day or less than a day when people find it. But there's other ways to get hold of ships. Now, Lockboxes, they are pretty much cannot be reclaimed. They are and most of the other ships from here on out will not be able to be reclaimed on a single reclaimed on multiple characters on the same account. So as I said, they cannot be reclaimed. The intended way to use them is to buy lockbox keys and then use them to open the boxes. However, but the ship packs and the keys can be sold on the exchange or trade it to another player. So you can literally open lockboxes if you can just keep a lot of EC coming in. The choice of actual box affects which ship is actually available. There is an Infinity lockbox which offers you to choose your ship box, this usually works reasonably well because you can get almost but the last few lockboxes prizes in that Infinity box. However, they have removed some prizes out of that box off the T5 lockbox, Infinity lockbox. You will earn some lobby for when opening boxes, regardless of what you do, and that really does mean I'll cover lobby a little bit later on. And here's the image of a lockbox key. It's promotional image, and prize packs, and there are limited time drops. Quite often contain the best packs ships in the game. Many of them will offer a selection box for any of the prize pack ships selection, and this is a T6 Constitution, which is available in one of the prize packs. If you're wondering about the ship. Next up is the Phoenix boxes. This is now a delivering only box which can offer previous event items and ships, and some of the former prize packs ships are also in here, but they are T5 prize pack ships. Most people buy Phoenix boxes to buy the upgrade token which is on the bottom tier, but you can pick up the Ferengi Landi, the Resin Corvette, plural, and the Samsar cruiser, which you smashed on last episode. But I talked about lobby, and now it comes to the part we've got. Lobby is via lockbox openings. You can get about 7 lobby per box open. You get mostly enemy faction ships available to the player. When I say enemy faction, we're not talking Klingon Federation players picking up a Klingon ship. Yeah, we're talking about picking up a Cardassian ship, which may not be available, but you can pick up Hirogen, any ship which is not part of the standard Federation, Federation Klingon, Romulan, or even now Jem'Hadar stuff. However, there are exceptions to this, such as the Walker class, which I have flown in the past. There are other items available in the lobby store, which is worth keeping an eye out for. And we're going on to the fleet ships. Considered the best version of its T6 counterparts, most T6 ships have a fleet ship variant. They have better stats than the T6 Star version or Zen Star version. And I will point out most of these ships on the screen I have personally confirmed that have both a Zen Star and a Sea Star version. The big problem with fleet ships is that they lack their space trait or consoles. Many ships that do not have a fleet ship version are already fleet grade already, with all the bonus stats and better stats already. Sometimes in the past, currently there's a Fleet Odyssey, T5 Odyssey, which is actually the equivalent of the Star version would normally be, but the free pack of Odysseys, T5 Odysseys, are actually all fleet level. To to get a fleet ship, you need to get for T6 fleet ship. You need to earn 5 fleet ship modules to buy one ship. But if you own the C-Star version, you can bring it down to 1 fleet ship module. You can actually earn fleet ship modules without needing to go and buy one from various places. You just need to complete reputations. There are currently about 9 in the game, so you could easily pick up, I think there are 9, but I could be wrong, but you can easily pick up enough to buy a one fleet ship easily, and because you can pick up 1 fleet ship module per reputation. However, you do need to be in a fleet, have permission to buy it, and the fleet needs to have enough, have the right to have it progressed enough to allow you to buy it, and you've got to have permissions and all the other stuff and other elements to buy it. So the big thing is the fleet ship modules, but everything else you do need to get. You can come with easily get a pile of fleet ship modules yourself and not have enough and join a fleet and discover you can't buy it day one. But I mentioned that most of the single use ship, single character ships, which are everything since Lockbox to the Lockbox can be many single character ships can be sold in exchange. Lockbox and fleet modules can also be purchased off the exchange. Unlike delivery into Zen, there is no daily cap of how much one can earn in a day. There is, however, a limit of how much EC you can actually earn in total, which can be got around by Zen. So that's been my short writer. So well, that's it for now. I wish I could cover in a bit more details on some stuff, but we might do that later. So, be my short writer. See you guys next time.